Now we have to discuss about elementary operation or transformation of a matrix. There are 6 elementary operations. 3 of them due to rows and 3 of them due to columns. Now we have to discuss about those operations now. First one. The first one is the interchange of any 2 rows or 2 columns. The interchange of any 2 rows or any 2 columns. The interchange of any 2 rows or any 2 columns. For example, let me take the matrix A equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have the matrix A equal to this one. Now, I would like to interchange R1 to R2. Here, row 1 is this one. Row 2 is this one. Row 1 and row 2 are interchanged. Then the matrix becomes A equal to 4, 5, 6. In the place of R2, we should write R1 now. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9. Similarly, if you take the operation C2 to C1, the meaning of this one is column 2 and column 1 are interchanged. So it implies we take it as the given matrix A equal to A matrix becomes, here this is C1, C1, C2 and this is C3. Column 1 and column 2 are interchanged. So it implies we take it as in the place of C1 we have to take C2, 258, 258, and in the place of C2 we should take it as 147, 147, and C3 no change. So 369. So the property is the interchange of any 2 rows or any 2 columns. Whenever you have a matrix, any 2 rows can be interchanged and any 2 columns can be interchanged. This is the first property. Second operation. The multiplication of elements of any row or any column by a non-zero number. If you take any matrix, let me take A as a matrix here. A equal to 1, 2, 3, 2, 5, 9, 8, 0, 3. The multiplication of elements of any row or any column by a non-zero number. Now, here you have the matrix A. You take the operation here. R1 implies 1 by 2 into R1. Elements of R1 is multiplied by 1 by 2 here. So it implies we get, after multiplying this operation to R1, we get the matrix A equal to 1 by 2 into, in R1 there are 3 elements. This is row 1, this is row 2 and this is row 3. Here we are doing operation to only row 1. So here we have to multiply each and every element of row 1 by 1 by 2. So it implies 1 into 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 2 into 1 by 2, 1, 3 into 1 by 2, 3 by 2, 2, 5, 9, 8, 0, 3. Next one. If you apply column operation in the sense, let me write C3 implies 2 into C3. Now we get here, this is C1 and it is C2 and this is C3 now. Now here we have to multiply C3 by 2. So C1 and C2 we have to write same. C1 equal to, we are having the matrix equal to 1, 2, 8 and C2 is same 2, 5, 0, and we have to multiply each and every element of C3 by 2. So in C3 we are having the elements 3, 9, 3. So 2 into 3 equal to, here we are having 6. 2 into 9, 18. And 2 into 3, 6. So that whenever you have a matrix here, we can multiply any row or any column by a non-zero number. This is the second property. Third operation is the addition to the elements of any row or any column, the corresponding elements of any other row or column multiplied by any non-zero number. Here what we have to do is take one matrix A here, A equal to 3, 5, 7, and here -3, -5, -7, 1, 2, 3. Let me take, this is the matrix. Now here in this is row 1 and it is row 2 and this is row 3. Now we take R1 implies R1 plus of minus R1 plus 1 into R2. Here the scalar is 1 here. The addition to the elements of any row, the corresponding elements of any other row or column, that is R2, multiplied by any non-zero scalar. Here non-zero scalar is plus 1. So that it becomes, we get the matrix A equal to R1 implies R1 plus of plus 1 into R2. So 3 plus minus 3. It's always equal to, we are having the matrix A becomes here 0 and 5 minus 5 0, 7 minus 7 0, and there is no change in R2 here. So we write it as R2 same only. So it implies -3, -5, -7, 1, 2, 3. Similarly, the same thing can be done for columns also. Now, once again, I will write symbolically all the three properties. First one is, any two rows or any two columns can be interchanged. That means Ri, ith row and jth column can be interchanged. This is the first one. Next, second one, Ri implies k into Ri. Ith row is multiplied by the scalar k. This is the second operation. Now the third operation is, we have Ri implies Ri plus k into Rj. So these are the three operations we have symbolically. Next one, inverse of a matrix by elementary operations. I told you that there are 6 elementary operations, 3 of them due to rows and 3 of them due to columns. And also I told you inverse of a matrix. Inverse of a matrix definition is whenever you have a matrix A, if there exists a matrix B such that AB equal to BA equal to I, then we say that B is said to be inverse of A and B equal to here A inverse. So this is the definition of the invertible matrices. Now, inverse of a matrix by elementary operations. Let me take 3 matrices X, A and B. X, A and B any 3 matrices. Now, take X equal to AB. To find the inverse of matrix by using elementary row operations, we have to apply 3 row operations on X and A only. Similarly, if you want to apply column operations, we have to apply on X and on B only. Now, let me take here to apply row operations. To apply the 3 row operations for the matrix A. For the matrix A, we have to take A equal to I into A. Take A equal to I into A. Now, we have to apply the row operations now on A and I till we get I equal to BA. Till we get I equal to BA, we have to apply the 3 row operations. Then we say that this B is said to be inverse of this matrix A. This B is said to be inverse of the matrix A. So here, now if you want to apply column operations now, column operations for the matrix A, what we have to do is you have to take A equal to A into I. A into I. Now we have to apply the 3 column operations on A, on this matrix and on this matrix till we get I equal to AB. Till we get I equal to AB, then we say that this B is said to be inverse of this matrix A. So this B only A inverse here. So if you want to apply row operations, we have to take A equal to I into A, and if you want to apply column operations, we have to take A equal to A into I, and we have to apply the operations. Now we are going to solve the problems inverse of a matrix by using elementary operations. By using elementary operations, find the inverse of the matrix 1, minus 1, 2, 3. I told you that there are 3 elementary row operations, 3 elementary column operations. We can take any 3 row operations or any 3 column operations, but we have to take either row operations or column operations. So what we should do is solution, let A equal to 1, minus 1, 2, 3. Here we should take now take A equal to I into A. When you take A equal to I into A, we have to take only the row operations. When you take A equal to A into I, we have to apply column operations. So here I am taking A equal to I into A. So I take only the row operations here. So we know that the 3 row operations are Ri and Rj can be interchanged. This is one. First one. Any two rows can be interchanged. This is the first one. The second one is you can multiply any row by any scalar k into Ri. You have to multiply by a non-zero number. Next, third one is we have Ri implies Ri plus k into Rj. These are the three row operations we are having. By using these three row operations, we have to write this one in the form of, here we should get here this form, I equal to Ba. We have to solve it till we get I equal to Ba. Then this B is said to be inverse of A. This B is said to be inverse of A. So that first let me write the matrix A here. 1, minus 1, 2, 3 equal to 1, 0, 0, 1 into, don't write the matrix A here, just write A, same whatever you have here, A, that's all. Now in this place we have to get I, and this identity matrix becomes B now. So our target is now here we should get identity matrix here. So to get it is, we have the matrix 1, minus 1, 2, 3. Here we have the matrix 1, minus 1, 2, 3. Now it should become 1, 0, 0, 1. Now we have to apply these three operations. So what we should do, in the place of 1 we are having 1 only, no problem. Next we have to write, in the place of 2 we should get 0 here. So that what we have to do is, first we have to start from here, we have to come like this, and after making this one equal to 0, next we have to go to this element, and you should make 3 to 1 here. Next we should go like this, and after this element we have to come to this element. This minus 1 should become 0. So for that what we have to do is, we have to apply these three row operations now. So that here if you identify here, in the place of 1 we are having 1 here, no problem. Now here you have to get 0 here. To get 0, what we have to do is, we should take R2 implies R2 minus 2 into R1. R2 minus 2 into R1. So there is no change in R1. Let me write R1 same here. 1 minus 1. R2 minus 2 into R1. Multiply this one by 2. 2 into 1, 2. 2 minus 2, 0. And if you want to write, you can write here, no problem. R2, this is R2 here. 3 minus 2 into R1. Minus 2 into R1 equal to minus 1. So 3 plus 2. So that here we get 5. It implies it's equal to, same operation should be done here also. Now R1 no change, 1, 0 same. R2 implies R2 minus 2 into R1. R2 minus 2 R1. So 0 minus 2. So minus 2. Now 1 minus 2 into this one. So right here if you have it out, 1 in the R2 we are having second element is 1, minus 2 into 0, minus 2 into 0 equal to, we are getting here 1. So let me write 1 here. Then now we should write this one equal to 1 minus 1, 0, 5 equal to 1, 0, minus 2, 1 into A. Now here our target is, here we should get identity matrix I equal to Ba. So we should get 1, 0, 0, 1. Now in the place of 5, here we should get 1. So to get 1, what operation can be taken out of these 3? Here if you identify Ri implies K into Ri. So you can multiply by any scalar. So that what I do is I take it as R2 implies, I multiply R2 by 1 by 5. So 1 by 5 into R2. 1 by 5 into R2. So when you take 1 by 5 into 5, it becomes 1. So we get 1 here. So that we should take it as now 1 minus 1. R2 implies 1 by 5 into R2. 1 by 5 into 0. So 0. 1 by 5 into 5. 1 equal to, we have to multiply each and every element of R2 by 1 by 5 here. So it implies 1, 0, minus 2 by 5, 1 by 5. Minus 2 by 5, 1 by 5 into E. Now, here we have to get 1, 0, 0, 1. So here we have to get 0 here. So to get 0, what operation can be taken here out of these 3? That we have to check it now. See, if you take Ri implies Ri plus K into Rj, that means you take R1 implies R1 plus R2. Then we get minus 1 plus 1 equal to 0. So we get 0 here. Therefore it implies 1, 1 plus 0, 1, 1 minus 1, 0, 0, 1 equal to, by adding these two, 1 minus 2 by 5 equal to 3 by 5, and 1 by 5 minus 2 by 5, 1 by 5 into we are having E. Therefore now here we are getting I equal to, as I told you, we are getting I equal to B into A. Therefore this matrix is said to be inverse of this matrix. We know that A inverse into A equal to I. So that this is said to be inverse of this matrix, since we are getting I equal to A inverse into A. Therefore A inverse equal to 3 by 5, 1 by 5, minus 2 by 5, 1 by 5. This is the inverse of the given matrix A by elementary operations. Once again I am telling you. First let me take the given matrix A equal to this one. Take A equal to I into A if you want to apply row operations. If you want to apply column operations, you take A equal to A into I. Now A equal to write the matrix. I equal to write identity matrix, so write. Next A. Now we have to apply these 3 row operations for this equation till we get I equal to B into A. This matrix should transform into identity matrix. By using those 3 elementary operations, we write it as 1, 0, 0, 1 equal to 3 by 5, 1 by 5, minus 2 by 5, 1 by 5 into A. So it implies this is said to be inverse of this matrix, since A inverse into A equal to I. Already I proved this theorem. So that A inverse equal to 3 by 5, 1 by 5, minus 2 by 5, 1 by 5. Hence proved. Sometimes while doing the problem, we get, and at the end of the problem we get these 2 becomes zeros. In the place of minus 2 by 5, here we get 2 zeros, 1 0, 0 0. We don't get 1. We don't get 1 here, we get 0. In such case, we say that inverse of this matrix A does not exist. So here we have to get 1 only. If you are getting 2 zeros in any row or in any column, that means all the elements of any row or all the elements of any column are zeros, then we say that the inverse of the given matrix does not exist. Next problem. By using elementary operations, find the inverse of the matrix 1, 3, 2, 7. Now here, elementary operations means I told you that we can apply row operations or we can apply column operations also. Now, we do this problem by using column operations. Just in the place of Ri, you take Ci. First one, Ci and Cj can be interchanged. Ci implies K into Ci. Ci implies Ci plus K into Cj. Now, solution. Let A equal to 1, 3, 2, 7. If you want to apply column operations, we should take A equal to A into I. A equal to A into I. If you want to take row operations, we have to take A equal to I into A. Now, it implies A equal to, here we have 1, 3, 2, 7 equal to A into 1, 0, 0, 1. I means identity matrix. Now, our target is we should get I equal to AB. Our target is we should get I equal to AB. So I means we know that I equal to 1, 0, 0, 1. In this place we should get 1, 0, 0, 1. Now here first element we are having 1 only. Here we have to get 0. So to get 0, what we have to do here, we should take R2 implies R2 minus 2 into R1. Sorry, we should take column operations. We should take column operations because I have taken A equal to A into I. So 1, 0, 0, 1 I should get. Our target is 1, 0, 0, 1. Here we have 1, no problem. Here we have to get 0. We have to get 0 here. So that we have to do operation for C2 now. C2 implies C2 minus 3 into C1. So C1 is same 1, 2. C2 implies C2 minus 3 into C1. C2 3 minus 3 into 1. Next C2 implies C2 minus 3 C1. 7 minus 3 into 2. 3 into 2 equal to A into. Now we have to do operation for C2 now here. 1, 0. C2 is this one. C1 is this one. 0 minus 3 into this one minus 3. Now here 1 minus 3 into this one 1. Therefore it becomes, the given equation becomes 1, 0, 2, 7 minus 6, 1 equal to A into 1 minus 3, 0, 1. Now here we have to get 1, 0, 0, 1, but here you have 2. We have to get 0 here. So to get 0 in this place, what we have to do is we should take C1 implies C1 minus 2 into C2. 2 minus 2 into 1, 0. So that it becomes now 1 minus 2 into 0, 1 only. Next 2 minus 2 into 1, 0. Now here 0, 1 equal to A into C1 minus 2 into C2. 1 minus 2 into C2 equal to, you are having the first element minus 3. So 2 into 3 6, 1 plus 6 equal to 7. So we have to take 1 0 here. Oh, sorry, C1 we have to change. So first element you are having 7 here. Next one, 0 minus 2 into 1 equal to minus 2, minus 2, minus 3, 1. Now here we are getting in the form of I equal to A into B. Since we get I equal to A into B, we say that this is said to be inverse of this matrix. A into A inverse equal to I. Therefore, A inverse equal to, we are getting 7 minus 3 minus 2, 1. Suppose, already I told you in the previous problem, when we get 2 zeros in second column or first column, inverse of this matrix does not exist.